Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 188 of Trials Trebuchets. I'm your Dungeon Master, Luke, and joining me are my players, whose names are...
Hello, I am Ben, playing level 10 Gnome Wizard Windsor Wallaby, along with his cunning companion, Mr. Wiggles.
Meow. That's Demon Wiggles.
Oh, God.
Hello, I'm Carla, and I play the level 10 Tiefling Roguelock Integrity Attleberry. Hang on. I'm not done yet. Plane shining bright above you. Cliff breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds yelling in the rooftops and trees. Dream a little dream of me.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Mira Marchand, the level 10 half-elf bard. No one here can kill a demon, only we can summon it. No one else can call a beast from abyss. Pay attention to this lecture, learn about these deadly specters, throwing chalk. If I hear you talk, your notes are still unwritten.
Beautiful. Wonderful.
Evil.
I should have done it in the Horace voice.
You should have done Horace.
Do it.
No one else. Don't do it. We have an episode to
You're
record.
right, my voice needs a break.
Hey guys, it's me, Sam, and I play the level 10 traitoress, but just had a really good nap, Serenep Cinderman. Hope it goes good.
Imagine waking up and then being called a traitor immediately after.
Traitor.
Imagine being
And
spied on.
last time on Trials and Trebuchets, our second years got their exam results, met some of the new first years, and then went to their first classes of the spring semester. Both very relaxing classes.
Sure.
And that's it. Cool. So, we're going to skip a little bit of time, folks. We'll just say your classes proceed. You do go to them, and they go worse than your first class of the day because it was the best class that you'll be taking this semester. At a certain point, you individually or together, whatever your schedules allow, can make your ways to the dining hall, the place where the food lives. Winslow, you might meet up with Yogg and see how their day is going. Integrity, you might scarf down as much food as your tummy can take. And Mira and Serenep, you might act like normal people in meal hall. Regardless, if it's all right with the two of you. What?
Which two of us?
Oh, yeah. Regardless, if it's all right with the four of you, we'll be skipping. Did I make another mistake? What's wrong? What the fuck? Regardless, if it's okay with the four of you, we'll be skipping until the end of your school day. Instead of role-playing all your classes, I know you really all want to do that and think it would be fun, but I don't. So, we now find ourselves around 5 p.m. Classes are over generally. Mira, you have a meeting in 2 hours. Can at 2. The rest of you have generally clear schedules. So I will ask you, in your first moments as second years where you have a chance to dictate your own fate, a chance to choose your own fate, what would you like to do this evening? What would you like to get up to? Schoolwork, homework, studying?
I have an idea of what I might want to do.
All right.
Oh no.
So let's zoom in onto dining hall. It's 5 p.m. Dinner rush. Windsor Wallaby, you're seated at a table. Your friends surround you. What would you like to do?
So I never really got a chance to really bring this up while we were at Artist's cottage and whatnot, but integrity.
Where is that voice coming from?
I'm sitting right next to you.
Oh, sorry. Hi,
You
Winslow.
turn right next to you, where Winsler is visibly seated, and look down at him.
Maybe he
as
got hit.
you-
Maybe he's invisible.
Maybe he got hit.
Maybe. So I wanted to bring this up to you because we were talking about it at Artist's cottage when we got back that night. I want to see if I can help do something in regards to this thing you got going on with the progenitor. Like I say that like
Hush. You guys all kind of lean in for this conversation, like cool people at a bar, except you're nerds at a school.
We're still cool.
All right.
Fuck you.
Oh, What idea do you have?
So I was thinking of maybe going to the restricted section for something that might help us in the long run. Maybe just have a gander, look at something in there, because I want to do some experiments and see exactly what can be done and what can't be done.
Okay,
I want to see if I can help you out of this situation, basically. But I don't know if the regular archives will have that sort of information available. Also, the Modrons don't really like me that much and probably still don't. So I don't want to get, like, shot.
well,
The Modrons, don't forget.
well, what if you give them a peace offering? Maybe that can help.
I don't know what they would want other than my head.
Well,
I guess I could give them something.
maybe
what would they
you can
want?
give them like medals or something.
I'll give them, like, some sheets of brass, you think?
Yeah, or like maybe like some screws or nails.
I wonder if that might be insulting to them, though. They might interpret that as it being, like, run down.
Winsler, you can make for me an Arcana check to determine if this is an insult to Modron kind.
Bring a hammer and some nails.
I'm here to fix your door.
Oh, dear. So that was a 11.
Winsler, a peace offering of sheet metal and screws? That would do the trick, you think?
Well, I
It
guess...
might elevate your station to an honored guest in the archives as opposed to a most wanted villain.
I mean, I guess thinking on it a little more, maybe it won't be such a bad idea.
Like, what's the reason that they're upset with you again?
Remember that time when I went on a little solo trip?
Okay.
Yeah, my only way back was through that one book which was, in the archives behind that goat door, and the Modrons kind of saw me sneaking around, and they didn't like that. I've been on their watch list ever since.
Well, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say if you had like a late book or something, I would say maybe returning the book might do best, but yeah.
Overdue book.
Yeah, save for like time travel. I don't think anything can.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
okay. So, on our way
You
there, though...
all take a moment when Mira says time travel, maybe, and go, damn, that would be fun.
Oh, well.
Write that down.
Integrity, you were saying, though.
On our way, though, do you mind if we stop by the bookstore? I owe someone something, and I need to grab a couple of stuff.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. I mean, the bookstore also has books there, so maybe I could have a
It's
look
true.
as well while we're waiting.
Is this
You
about
pick up
that
your-
race you lost at Nisithil?
Shh.
Oh, so you're getting books. You're getting stuff for yourself, for a gift to yourself to treat yourself because we didn't get our birthday presents, and Crow is still
Yes.
keeping them. You mean?
Yes,
that's
yes,
like
yes.
actually-
Yes.
Okay, so
I always win.
so Virgil was returned to my room,
Mm-hmm.
but none of my other stuff was. I wanted to double check because like as of right now, all I know is that Crow has an Angelica. Like, was she returned to your room afterwards?
Was she?
No.
Nope.
No.
Still waiting on that. You know what? I'm pretty sure Crow, because we had to give those sending slates back. I feel like he's probably gonna do the stuff that we said he might do. I bet he's like, oh, if you blah, 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 I'll give you Angelica and your birthday presents back.
Okay, so I feel like because like he hasn't really called us to talk to us at any point since we got back. Like maybe that's something I kind of want to go and talk to him about that to get my friend back and get our stuff back because that I think if what we want to do with the stuff Delnis was working on probably be best to have Angelica back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
I
got
think so too.
I've got some words with Crow as well. I gotta figure some stuff out, but I wanna see what we can do with Integrity first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the game plan, folks? Who's doing what?
All right. So first, step one.
Yes.
Me and Integrity, we shall go to the bookstore. Integrity shall finish up what she has to do.
Wonderful. And then the two of you will head off to the archives. In that
Completely
time,
on the mission of loss.
Sarenep, are you going to try to break down Crow's door and demand answers.
I'm sorry, have you met me? Like, I'm gonna walk.
Serenum's gonna knock.
I'm
Calmly.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Nicely. Okay. And then Mira Marchand, what would you like to be doing in this time?
This is just afternoon pre-meeting?
Yeah, you have like 2 hours to kill.
Yeah, I want to know if Delnis is anywhere on campus. I want to see if I can track her down.
Okay.
Perhaps with a spell that allows me to track down a specific person in their location.
Is tracking down your girlfriend on campus when she might be trying to avoid you a weird thing? Maybe. Who's to say she's trying to avoid you? That's not a Delnis thing. What?
No, she's never done that before.
Yeah, crazy that. It's almost like she has fucking issues with dealing with her own shit.
Yeah. Wild, hey?
I'm just saying so much. I'm so
really
sorry.
shitting on Delnis today, aren't you?
Talking lies. So let's do this in this order then. Mira Marchand.
Hi.
Let's track down Delnis Wraithrin. How would you like to do so?
I would like to cast Locate Person, please.
Absolutely. Go ahead and do it.
I do it.
You fool, she's in a waterfall.
I don't need to roll anything, it just happens. Like, it's just a thing I can do.
Sorry, give me a second.
Are you okay, Luke? Like,
I thought it would be, I don't know. Honestly, I forgot we were playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I forgot that's just a thing that happens. I was like, oh, I wonder how this is gonna happen.
I have
was
to roll a
genuinely-
D100.
to see if your spell fizzles. Yeah, this is fucking AD.
You didn't find her, but you found some fucking birds.
So that goes through all stones and everything that would reach anywhere on campus.
Pretty sure. I think it might not include running water. Let me double check that for you.
It's the running water thing won't be it won't come into play this time. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's 10 running water at least 10 feet wide.
Okay. Luckily that doesn't come into play. Mira Marchand, you play a little ditty on your fucking lyre, and you get your radar ping that Delnis Wraithrin, to your mental map approximation, which is to say the spell tells you exactly where she is. You get instantaneous knowledge that she is a couple floors up in one of the residence buildings nearby, and you can pinpoint that to your own dormitory room.
Oh, well, that's easy. I'm going to go to my dorm.
Wonderful. Mira Marchand, you pick up from the table and leave at the same time as the rest of your friends do, off on their own errands and adventures, and walk calmly? Who knows?
It starts as a quick walk, and then it kind of turns into a run.
Okay. Over to your dormitory building and up this flights of stairs all the way to the poor people lodging.
Poor people watching.
Well, yeah. The advanced students have all their dorms on the first 2 floors. And so you run up to your room, you get your keys out and fuck around with the lock.
Man, these locks are fucking complicated this year.
God, did the quality of the locks get worse?
The locks get
You
more
hear coming
complicated each year.
You hear echoing from the floors up and down from you, Mira, as you work at your lock, and you open your door. It opens. There's no creak. And sitting on your bed, sitting with on her lap. God, what a spooky position that is, Mira Marchand, for someone to be sitting on your bed with no one else in the room.
Never that's happened
Never
before.
had that happen.
Also,
with
the
something
door was
sitting on their
locked.
lap. Also, the door was locked. Yes, which is maybe worrying for you.
So baby, I
You see
died.
a fair-skinned, big-nosed, blonde elf, half-elf. She has her hair up in like a high ponytail and is wearing like a very, very, I would say it's almost close to a kind of like party hat. You know the little cone that like straps around your chin? It's like that. There's no strap around the chin, and it does look quite elegant. It's like a satin red, but nonetheless, it is like a little party hat cone, to be clear. And she's sitting there, all black with her all black clothes with the blue student robe. On her lap is a fairly large-sized, very nice wooden box that has like a little fabric bow on it.
She's giving me her phylactery. No.
It looks like a gift, yeah. And she is like, are you trying to be sneaky when you get in? Or are you just like
No.
busting the door open? Okay. You like crash through the door, Mira, like rushing as much
Like
as
the
you
Kool-Aid
can.
man.
Yeah. And she will, shocked, turn to you with her mouth open, and then we'll cut to Serenap the Cinderman.
Fuck off!
Wow. Wow.
Let's
Fair enough.
reunite.
You are off on a mission to get a meeting to speak to Crow face to face, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm just going there to talk to him right now. I'm not setting up a meeting for this. There's a whole fucking person missing right now.
Okay. You head to where you know Headmaster Crow's office to be, which is the top of the alchemy building. You climb the 2 flights of stairs to get onto the entryway level to Crow's office, and you see on the side of the hallway, there's quite a few very nice chairs. There's some not nice chairs, and then there's some nicer chairs. The nicer chairs, as you know, are for nicer guests, and the not nicer chairs are for students. As you approach the stairwell to go up to Headmaster Crow's office proper, rooftop office, that is, you see a pallid creature sitting on the stairs. He has a big hunch in his back and is just super exhausted looking. Eyes are bloodshot, pale skin. It's a man named Kenneth Horse Wrangler. You might know him, Serenap. And he'll look up at you and go, "Oh, can I help you? Is there something I can do for you? Do you have a meeting?"
Something of importance came up today that I need to discuss with the headmaster. Also, are you okay?
What are you talking about? Why wouldn't I be okay? What are you talking? What are you implying?
No, nothing. Just, you just look really tired, and I just wanted to double check with you as well. Are you okay?
Yeah, I got more sleep than normal, actually, over the winter break. Thanks. Yeah, it was really relaxing. To
let you know, there's a classroom on campus that I know for a fact people are encouraged to sleep in. I give him directions to the room.
that would be wonderful. I'm afraid I don't really have time in my own schedule to go and take part in that kind of stuff. In terms of meeting with Headmaster Mr. Crow, I'm afraid there's not any openings to see him today. It is the first day of semester and people are just on campus for the first times since the winter break. He has a lot of stuff going on today. He's been meetings all day, both here and elsewhere. So
is he not here currently?
He looks down. He opens the book that he had started to stow when you had arrived. Serenap and Kenneth will pull this, Mr. Horse Wrangler, I should say, will pull this little black book out and begin to thumb through it, and he'll say, no, he's currently off campus.
Okay. Were you in Troil?
Oh no, I'm permanently stationed at Wildcliff now. Okay. He has another attendant working in Troil for him, managing things.
Okay. I'm sure you were at least made aware of the fact that our things had to be returned to Wildcliff.
Yes, I organized the arrival and distribution of those things. Yes. So your pet, if I remember, Miss Cinderman. Yes. It is Miss Cinderman now, not lady, right? That's not impolite.
No, just Miss Cinderman. If you want to call me Serenap, that's fine.
I don't think I'm legally allowed to do that.
Okay.
The earliest I could get you in to see Mr. Crow is next week.
Okay.
He's busy until then.
Okay. Could you please book me in at the earliest convenience? And just while I'm here, so yes, my pet was returned to me. The other items that came back from Troil, do you know where they are? Where they were sent?
The only items that really were to be distributed back to you, the students, were your pet, as you said. The rest were stored with Mr. Crow's personal items. So I'm not at liberty to talk about those things.
Just to ask, because those items belong to myself and my classmates, is there a particular reason why he's holding them hostage?
I don't think I can legally talk about those things.
If they're physically my items and my friend's items, I would...
if they were left at Crow Mercantile property, abandoned for 2 weeks by the sounds of it, then that does not sound like your property any longer.
I'm sorry, did you just call my friend property?
I don't know what you're talking about.
My friend who came back here might have been asleep in a blanket, for instance.
He super averts his eyes.
I'm stepping closer.
Make an intimidation check for me.
You're welcome. Yes.
Fuck it up, Serenap.
Threaten him.
Threaten
him.
Okay. Intimidation is not something I'm proficient in, but That's still a 15 plus 4, 19.
Okay. He's well. Okay. How about this? Pack up, and he'll put his hand up and say,
I'll take one step down.
He has a walk tomorrow morning that he had booked, but I can put you in to talk to him then if you'd like.
I would greatly appreciate that.
All right. Tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Meet him at the gardens, the greenhouses. He was gonna go for a little walkabout. Yeah, I'll tell him about that. Okay. Well, this was great. I don't know anything about what you were talking about, just to be very clear.
I bring my hand out and I rest it on his shoulder. And I kind of lean down so that we're kind of eye to eye. And I say,
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being so understanding. And really, you should definitely try that room. I know you're saying you're all good and you got a lot of sleep, but everyone could use a little bit more sleep, you know?
Make a persuasion check.
Sure. I want this man to take a goddamn nap, please.
And then Sereneth stabs him.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's an 18 plus an 8, so 26.
Okay. He'll nod a couple of times and say, I mean, if he's not here, it couldn't really hurt that much.
Exactly.
Have a good day, Miss Cinderman. I hope that your meeting tomorrow morning with him is effective.
Thank you so much, Mr. Horse Wrangler. And I
Gulps.
stand up and walk
Yes.
away.
He nods and he immediately runs up the stairs, like a rat running from people.
Good.
Elsewhere on campus, as Sereneth, you head back home, happy with your victory tonight. Elsewhere on campus, 2 mischief makers enter into a little cramped store, the campus store, the bookstore, the student store, whatever you'd like to call it. The 2 of you walk in here. It's fairly crowded on the first day. There seems to be a lot of people buying school supplies that they forgot to pick up, or things that were on lists, like required kind of like supplies for the day, or picking up their textbooks, stuff like that. I think I said picking up textbooks 4 times there. Nonetheless, it's a crowded place in here. The 2 of you walk in together, and the kind of one of the 2 attendants, who is acting as a cashier at the current moment, looks over at you, Integrity, and you, Winsler, and he'll specifically snap his fingers and point at you, Winsler, and say, "Oh, Mr. Periwinkle."
Yes!
You didn't come by yesterday. All the other professors, I don't know if you knew this, because I know you're new. I remember the conversation with you during Autumn's End. It was really notable because no professors really come in other than on like the first day. And so that was special. And you didn't come yesterday for like the supplies pickup that the professors come and get. And he'll lean under the counter and grab a big crate and like slam it on the counter. The student he was dealing with goes, "What about my textbook? Why aren't you helping me?" And he'll go, "One second, seriously, just give me a moment." And then turn back to you, Winsler, and like take a red professor's robe out of the crate, place it on the table. He will then take a big set of keys out, like a big shackle of keys. He goes, "So I remember you said you were an evocation professor. This should be all of the evocation classroom keys and department keys that you need. There's also one for the faculty lounge. You can find that at the base of the transmutation tower. There's also some keys for some of the more restricted sections of the main archives, if you know. There's also this." And he'll grab another coin, a thick coin, Winsler. You know these to be the coins to get into the actual restricted section. He goes, "And here's your professor's coin to get into like the archives proper. These aren't recorded the same way like the student ones are. This is just like a free slot to get in and just pick it up when you go through. And there was a stipend that you didn't fill out. So like we can do that right now though. How much do you think you need to like? What budget for the course do you think you'll need?"
Wow, that was a lot to take in.
I know, I'm so sorry. Again, I think this paperwork was supposed to be forwarded to you. I think you got hired late in the year last year. So it's, you probably didn't get time to fill it out before we're going on like winter break and all that, but it's no problem. We can do it now. The student goes, "This is taking like a really long time. Like you said it wouldn't." And he goes, please, be patient."
So Winsler is like going through the motions right now. He's sort of like got his fingers on his head. He's like, okay, originally, he was just going to like correct this man, but the more they kept piling on, Windsor's like, "I think I'm in too deep in this, so I think we're just going to roll with it."
Okay.
Thank you so much. I apologize. I kind of got held up a little
No
bit
worries,
the
no
other day.
worries.
I will take all this and the paperwork as well. I can fill
Okay.
that out. I'll
Absolutely.
bring it back when it's available. I really
Wonderful.
would appreciate if you helped the students
Oh,
out.
no worries.
Get all
Absolutely.
that ready. I'll take care of all this. Don't worry.
Perfect. Oh, and is that your teaching assistant? And he points at Integrity, standing there with you.
Yes.
Yes.
And he reaches under the counter, grabs out another set of keys, and hands it over to you, Integrity.
Holy fuck.
Thank you so much. You're very, very helpful.
Oh, thanks. And you're very, very... He turns to you, Windsor, and goes, and you're very, very periwinkle.
Yeah, I hear that one a lot, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's probably really annoying then. Anyways, yeah, get the paperwork back whenever. I'm sure they'll approve the budget, no matter what you put on there. That's normally what most people do, and then they just pocket the money, honestly. And he gives you a big thumbs up.
The security in this building sucks.
We're just gonna peruse for a little bit here. We might buy some stuff, some extra stuff. Who knows?
Wonderful.
But try not to
Wonderful.
draw any attention to us or anything like that. We'll just be out of your hair as soon as we find what we're looking for and head on out.
Wonderful. Windsor, you can take a step away from the counter. He goes back to help the other guy. You look down at that piece of paperwork. There is a weekly class budget for how much you'll need for like basic materials for teaching and stuff like that, and then as well as for like any additional stuff. And then it also has a like a couple of like fields where if you need to request a required textbook for the class to fill out. There's also a field on there to list any teaching assistants that are required for the course.
Well, I already know who my teaching assistant is going to be.
Can we have more than one teaching assistant? Here we go.
Oh, this has gone way too far than I ever imagined. But it might turn into our favorite. Who knows?
How?
So while Windsor fills out this form and like deals with this ethical dilemma,
My new job, apparently.
his new job, do you want to run around and grab some stuff from the bookstore?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
going to be grabbing just like a bunch of snacks worth
Mhm.
20 gold coins.
Yes.
Hopefully inflation didn't really affect it that much.
Inflation, you don't think so. But as you do look around, Integrity, specifically at the snack aisle, you feel as though crowflation has afflicted this store.
Crowflation.
You notice
Interesting.
there's a bit large bag of crisps, potato chips, 7 gold.
Jeez.
There's a 5-pack of sap chews, like gummies, 18 gold.
What the heck?
There's some other snacks, all like at least double, sometimes triple their price from last year.
Okay. So I'm going to grab a couple and I'm going to bring it over to the counter.
Oh, you wait in line. You must wait in line.
I grab a couple of gold coins in my
Uh-huh.
pocket
Of course.
and I go where to Winslow is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be like, Professor Periwinkle, we have to leave very, very soon.
I know. This paperwork is kind of like, there's a lot to it, you know?
I know, but I need to bring all these snacks immediately or there will be repercussions. But I need to pay for it, but the line is very, very long.
All right, hold on. Windsor's gonna walk back over to the counter and, you know that whole part about helping the other students out before everything here? Are you able to just quickly ring these all
Do you
through?
have a couple of things that you absolutely? Sorry, 1 second. And there's like 2 students who are like, "We're buying matching sets of wands," and he goes, "Sorry, just wait a
Aw.
second."
And
Couple of
like Winslow
nerds.
turns to the 2 students and he's like, I'm so sorry. It'll be like 2 minutes.
They look crushed. They look sad as hell. Winsler,
Hey, aren't you that person
Integrity-
that won the thing last year? Wait a second.
These are first years.
dang
Don't
it.
worry
I feel so
about them.
bad.
Oh, who
It's
cares?
two gnomes. They both have green eyes. They both have brown hair. They're like, we just met each other today and we're best friends immediately.
Oh, I feel
I
so
love
bad
these
for
gnomes.
crushing
And
them. in the
Winsler, you're
fucking
crushing their
waiting line.
spirits.
They can
Integrity
still
runs
buy
up, puts
them.
all the
Like-
puts all the things on the counter. Winsler, you pay, or Integrity can pay for them quickly.
and
50%. Oh, it's a 50% discount for professors. So just 10 gold.
Thank you so much. And how much are wands?
You can't buy real working wands here at the store. They're just like for show.
And how much are the wands that they're buying?
Like 8 gold each.
Okay, I'll pay for it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's half with the professor's discount, so 8 gold total.
Okay, perfect. So
Wonderful.
here's
Everyone's
18
happy.
gold coins. We're so sorry again. We're just like in a big rush, or else like the world will crumble.
She doesn't say that literally. It's whatever.
One of them turns to you and like shakes your hand and goes, "Oh my god, thank you so much for helping out. I'm Alice. It's nice to meet you. It's so nice to know that like professors and like upper year students here at Wildcliff are just as nice as we were told."
We're the best. I mean, we're the best school in the business, you know?
We do our best.
And you can pay. Windsor, you slide the paperwork over quickly, and then you both can skedaddle out of there.
Integrity. That was a lot. That was a lot of paperwork. Do you know professors go through so much? I never realized.
I know, but you can get a lot of money and you can pocket it. They said it.
Yeah, Windsor, what did you put down for the weekly budget for the class?
Okay, so I don't grasp how big of a budget a classroom may need.
Correct.
I'm just going to say and spitball here. 200 gold.
A week? A week?
Oh, that's a week? I thought that was
Damn.
total.
Okay.
You didn't know
200
that. You
gold
wrote it
pieces.
down. 200.
That's it. 200
Listen,
gold pieces per
it's
week?
evocation, so students will
You're
probably
Blowing
be
shit up, you
blowing
gotta
shit
replace
up.
it every time.
Yep.
Students will be blowing shit up. That's gonna cost a lot in repairs.
Oh my goodness.
So
Oh my god.
Windsor just spitballs 200 gold. We'll see how
And
that
you
goes.
wrote for your teaching assistant, Integrity Idleberry?
No.
Oh, what did you
name
write?
did you give me?
Oh, I wrote down. You're gonna fucking love this one.
Oh,
I wrote down. I sold Insidious.
Oh my god.
I sold Insidious.
Oh my
The other Professor
fucking
Pierce,
god.
is that a demon name?
Is it a demon name?
Demon at the school?
There's no demons here.
Okay. So with that, the two of you can scamper off to the archives.
Holy fuck.
Be excited about this.
Back in Mira Marchand's dorm room, your shocked girlfriend turns to you and says, "I didn't expect you for like a couple more hours."
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. It's good to see you. What are you doing here?
I was gonna wait until you were done your. I don't know why I was gonna sit in here for like 3 hours. It just felt like the easiest way to find you. But I just wanted to. We didn't really
Yeah.
talk that much.
Yeah. I wanted to write you letters and stuff during the internship, but then we got transported to I have a whole story. We were stuck on the moon, and I will tell you more about that when it's important again. How are you doing? How is your winter break?
My winter break was good. It was good. Yeah.
This is unethical. I
Oh no,
Oh no.
So, it's okay. I'm going to spend 1 sorcery point to do subtle spell, and I'm going to cast detect thought. So that means that there's no
This is so
visual.
invasive.
I know.
Oh my god.
Stay
don't
toxic,
like
Mira.
this.
Stay toxic.
Damn. Can't trust your own
So to be
girlfriend to
specific-
talk to you about things.
Okay.
God.
What?
There's no visual or somatic indicator that it
Okay.
happens. I'm also not going to probe deeper because that would automatically
Perfect. That was my
make it
question.
obvious. I would simply like to learn her surface level thoughts when I ask what happened over or how her winter break was.
Her surface level thoughts are like, oh god, I'm not prepared. And then you ask like, how was your winter break? Do you want to ask any like specific questions to like detect the thoughts that ensue?
I might just be like, yeah, like did you do anything interesting?
Her mind immediately it's very silly to try to think of like if you use words to describe this, or if I should just tell you like a stream of consciousness, kind of like things that you perceive. What makes the most sense for the casting in your opinion?
Well, it says what is most on its mind at the moment.
Okay.
So that might be more of a concept.
Okay, you get the idea that she's thinking very heavily to not let you figure out the full story.
So she's
Like,
being
that is-
evasive.
She's being very evasive, right?
Okay.
And she'll say, I mean, I went to Ophelion with my mother, and we met with a few of the other Lady of the Woods' attendants. There was one there who we watched go through the process, and it was quite a bit more violent than I was expecting.
I think that I'm going to drop the spell, and I'm going to take a seat next to her, and I'm going to be
Okay.
like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. And then after that, my mother told me that like we talked about it, obviously, and she said that I'm likely not strong enough currently, and it could turn out really bad. Like there's really horrible scenarios where you can turn into a monster or just worse if it goes poorly. So we'll hold off for a little bit more.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You can insight check that entire.
Yeah, I would like to. I'm not casting the spell anymore, but I'm
Yeah.
wondering if there are any just visual Like I know this person.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make a roll. That is a 10 plus 4, 14.
It seems on the up and up. Like, I think that you might be able to intuit that, like, the part that she didn't want to really tell you about was, like what happened to that other person, right? Like, based on her reaction, you might be able to intuit, like, that did not go well, right? And that's probably what triggered the conversation with her own mother to talk about, is this something to do right now, or is this something to put on the back burner, right? Nonetheless, did you want to say anything based on that?
You don't have to tell me everything that happened, but whatever you want to do, I would rather, I just want you to be safe, and
I know.
Whatever choice that you want to make, you don't have to keep it from me.
Really sorry for the way I reacted back at the gala and afterwards, and the more I think on it, the more I agree with you, and I just really want my mom to want me around, and I maybe it was rushing into it for that reason or something like that, but I think that you're probably right about it.
No, if someone said what I said to you to me, I probably would feel pretty judged and stuff too. So I totally get it, and I'm sorry. I wish we hadn't ended off winter break like that. And I should, at the party, at the gala, I should have. I'm sorry, Delnis.
I'm sorry for. And she looks really uncomfortable, Mira. You can just see this. You know this person. You know this girl, this woman. She looks incredibly uncomfortable, and will say, "I'm sorry for just running away during the gala, and after we listened at my father's door, and just even before that, even before we were dating, just always, anytime there was a problem, just running away, and I just don't know how to deal with things other than doing that. And thank you for having patience for me."
It's cool. It's really cool. What do you got there?
So when we were in Ophelion, I told you I was thinking about I'm just so sorry, and it was your and on top of that, I wanted to get you something to help apologize, and it was also your birthday over winter, and I didn't get to give you anything because we weren't together, so I got this made for you, and she will push this box over onto your lap. It's much lighter than you would expect from a wooden box. The size. It seems as though the top panel just slides very, very satisfyingly out. It's a very well-crafted box.
I would like to open it
Would
up.
you like to open it? Inside, to describe the box, it's this ashy, silvery colored wood, Mira, and it has a silver cloth ribbon on it. As you slide it back, Within, you see a beautifully constructed lyre. It has like silver strings. The wood itself is that same ashy silvery color, like wood you've never seen, I think. And it's just incredibly light. It looks just masterfully made, and she will kind of just wait for your reaction.
I am going to pick it up, sort of test its weight in my hand, look over it. Delnis, this is really beautiful. This is amazing.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sorry, and I love you. So I think
this is really nice. Delnis, just like 5 minutes ago, I tried to do a spell to see what you were thinking because I got so scared that you'd done it, and I don't deserve this. This is so nice, and you are so nice, and I just panicked again, and I am so sorry.
make for me, Mira Marchand, just a charisma roll. Just make a roll a d20. Add your charisma.
Yeah. Okay. The roll was an 11 plus 5. That's a 16.
Look what being honest does to you.
She'll sit there, and her eyes like go wide for a second, and she says, so you like know.
I just knew that you were freaking out and that you were scared.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Delnis.
You should keep it. You should keep it anyways. Seriously.
Okay.
But okay. You can keep it. Have a good night, and she'll quickly kiss you on the cheek and very quickly stand up and leave Mira Marchand. So, for your information, this is a spell weave lyre. It's a +2 it's a +2 spellcasting focus. It also, if you use it to do performance checks, gives you a +2 to performance.
Ooh.
As an action, once per long rest, you can play a sick song on it and get back 1 use of bardic inspiration. It also has 3 spells that it can cast once per day, which are Plant Growth, Awaken, and Dream of the Blue Veil.
Ooh, interesting. I might want to have this like in writing later because I'm trying to write this all down. But
I will send it over to you.
Thank you.
Mira is so toxic. Holy
toxic,
shit.
Mira.
Cannot
Stay
believe.
toxic, Mira.
Unbelievable.
And she kissed you on the cheek afterwards too.
She said, I love you, and immediately was
And you
faced
said-
with that.
And you said, yeah, I read your mind, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Joke's on you. I know you love me. I read your mind.
Jesus.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
So, Mira, with that, you can kind of sit in your room and stew potentially until it's time to leave for your event planning committee meeting. Do you just put the lyre back in the box and leave that here, or what are you doing with it?
I think I'll probably like right now just put it under my bed.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
like let it just store it there for a moment.
Absolutely. And you can simmer on what happened on this interaction and then leave with enough time to get there and be reasonably on time.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, at the Grand Archives of Wild Cliff, Professor Very Periwinkle and his teaching assistant, Isolde, what the fuck?
Insidious.
Insidious.
Isolde Insidious enter into the premises. Near the front, there's large leather chairs to sit in and relax while reading books. And then there's a circular kind of front desk where you see a plain woman with glasses kind of sitting there. She's wearing a turtleneck under her like reddish robe. And then you see behind her the grand expanse of the archives. It's many wings, it's many floors. It goes way up into this cliff, and you see little library, archive attendants, modrons, flying around with their little wings, and some of them walking around, making little ticking noises and speaking with one another as they return books to their rightful places. What do you want to do?
I think we'll check in at the
Of
just
course.
to let you know,
Of course.
Ava
You can-
know that we're here.
You walk over to the front desk, and Ava Redding, the head archivist, puts down a couple of pieces of paper, and she goes, "Oh, hi."
Oh my god.
She goes, It's been a really long day for me. How are you doing? How are the two of you doing? Integrity and Winsler.
Right. But
How are the two of you doing?
for all intents and purposes, this may sound a little strange.
Yes.
I guess for this visit, you knew us as Very Periwinkle and I Sold Insidious, the new professor and TA for the evocation department, I guess.
So you're joking? You're joking around, right? And she smiles.
Windsor like sort of like brings his head up at the desk and like
hands on the desk and pull yourself up. Yeah,
like
absolutely.
beckons Ava to like lean in so he can whisper.
She'll lean in cautiously.
So it started out as a joke initially, but now the person at the bookstore, I think it's official now. I had paperwork to fill out, so this went much farther than I expected. I'm just kind of rolling with it, but apologies if that makes anything a little bit more confusing for you.
I don't get presented with moral dilemmas very much as an archivist.
You're very lucky.
I love our group.
Anyways, we're here because
anyways.
we needed to go do some research and stuff.
Okay.
I brought some stuff for the Modrons as like sort of a peace offering. Because every time I come here, they don't really like me that much.
Oh, same. They hate me.
Have they ever like attacked you or anything while you've been here?
What?
Do they do that?
She looks around. She looks around as if a character in a sitcom looking for a camera, but she doesn't know that. And then she'll lean back in and go, "Are you joking again? Is this a joke?
No,
Is
I'm
this-
not.
are
I'm
you
not
being
joking.
serious?"
Like
No, they've never attacked me.
okay.
They're not violent. What are you doing? What did you do with them?
I ended up in the restricted section or like in the archives at night, and they didn't like that. I felt like I was gonna get attacked by them. I fled. I kind of just want to make peace with them. I don't want to be like scared for my life every time I walk into the archives because they do that every time, and it terrifies me.
I guess we're telling the truth now.
You're telling me so much.
I'm
and it's a lot to
I'm so
process.
sorry.
Gosh.
It's a lot to process. It's been a long day. I told you that, right? I've met
Yeah,
like
it's been
70 students today.
Anyways, that's I won't say more than that. We'll try and leave it
Yeah,
as
imagine having more than that to tell me. That would be. And she just shakes her head violently.
that. Again, I'm sorry. Would they accept brass plating and nails or screws?
I'm pretty sure that they live like that. Winsler, they're just like, that's just their body. Do you know what I mean?
Robots?
So maybe they won't like that.
It would be like if someone gave you
an arm.
an arm. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna
What
go
about a
put those
soul?
in the trash over here.
You can just there's a supply shelf 5 feet over behind you. You can just lay it on there, and some other student can take it.
I'll lay it right there then. Anyways, we're gonna be in the archives for a bit.
God. Please use your student restricted archives tokens though, please. It's important to keep track of that stuff so that we know who goes in there and who doesn't.
All right, we'll be sure to be
Please?
all right.
I'm begging you.
Okay.
She looks so defeated, Winsler.
Oh.
She looks like struck down.
So
we'll
Ava,
do our best. We'll make things as simple as possible. We don't need any hassle or anything like that, okay?
Please don't ruin my day.
We won't ruin your day. We'll do.
I work here. You know that, right?
we're sorry.
Okay.
Do you
that's-
chill here often?
I don't
She
think
sits down on a chair behind the desk and
we're
slumps.
just giving
and
her
she,
so much shit.
she takes her glasses off, and now you realize how much the glasses magnify her eyes. She has tiny eyes, and the glasses are very thick and magnify them quite a bit. And she takes them off and puts them on the counter and pinches the bridge of her nose and says, "I don't chill here very often. No, when I'm done at the end of the day, when the archives close, I go to my home and I drink wine and I read and I relax."
And
We're
you live by
bullying
yourself?
so many people in this episode. Oh my god.
Yes, integrity. I'm a 30-year-old woman. I live by myself.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But
I think we should probably get going now.
Oh my God.
We'll come back later with the stuff that we get. Okay.
As you two walk away, make perception check, please. Both of you.
You guys made her
Fuck.
sad.
Perception.
okay,
eh?
I got a 26.
I got 15.
Both of you hear her as you both walk away and say, "We'll be back later." She goes, "Please don't come back."
So I guess we'll just take the books out that we need and just leave her be. Whatever. I don't think we have to go visit her to check them out. We'll just check it out ourselves.
So the two of you're headed to the restricted archives, to be clear, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So she mentioned the coin thing.
Yeah.
Like going into the restricted section with your like student or professor coin, just to know that they know who went in and did all that.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll deal with that when we get there.
You have a Professor Periwinkle coin, and
Yes.
you also have a Winslow Wallaby coin.
Yes.
Integrity, you only have an integrity coin, to be clear. And they're like these oversized golden coins. On one face is like a very weird angled portrait of you, as if taken from something that is like 9-ish feet tall.
But it'd just be a
but-
hat.
Yeah, it's just looking straight down at you. And
hate
it's just
that.
a weird rendition of your face.
Okay.
But the two of you can head over to the restricted archives, go through that whole rigmarole, and enter into its premises. A dark and dingy hallway leads to a dark and dingy archive. It's messy as fuck in here. There's dust all over the tables. It looks as though it has been left in a ruin for 2-3 seasons.
Probably because there's no
Dang.
Jeeds here.
You see no Jeeds, nor do you see any Ava Reddings. And the two of you can get to work quickly. There's also no other students in here, as it is the first day, and I don't think anyone else is studying that hard.
All right.
Nonetheless, we will cut over to what building should this be in? Let's just say it's in like the what's a fun one?
Divination.
Divination building.
Hell
It's
yeah,
in-
divination.
So we are in the divination building. If I recall, actually, that's where Bailey Blue went during Autumn's End to do his own planning stuff. So
Very
this-
correct.
Yes.
That makes sense.
If that's not true, audience, it is.
It's accurate.
People just go to the divination building because there's that building is basically empty for
So-
most of the time.
So, Mira Marchand, you head to the divination building, maybe with a bit of a heavy soul, and you make your way to the event planning committee's meeting. As you open the door, you find yourself in a kind of normal classroom. A bunch of the like desks have been pushed together to form a large, almost like boardroom table. On the board, the blackboard, the chalkboard to be clear, which is behind the seat, the head of the table, whereupon sits a wavy, brown-haired young man with the most beautiful eyes anyone has ever seen. Beautiful little baby blue eyes, gleaming, sparkling. It's almost like the light hits them even though there is no light. You see Bailey Blue sitting there.
All that for him.
Of course! He deserves it.
Pathetic.
Gross.
Behind him, Mira, you see in large letters, elections.
Oh shit.
And then there's a couple of subheaders, which are communications chair, treasurer, secretary, president.
Ooh.
Delightful.
Mira, you enter and you see all the other members of the event planning committee. There's you, Bailey, obviously. You see Arlie sitting over on the left side of the table with his hat off on the sitting on the table. You see Bowen, who you had seen this morning. You also see three other mainstays of the event planning committee who you didn't really interact with very much last year, as they're like a couple, yeah. There is a kind of grouchy-looking elf. He has brown hair. He's sitting over, like, sulking almost in like the one of the sides. No one's sitting next to him. And I don't think you've ever spoken to him, though his name is Yakov. There's also there is also a very anxious-looking human who you know is in third year. He has mildly unkempt like hair, and also like kind of like broken-ish glasses. They're like circle glasses, but they're broken. You know him to be the treasurer, Jacek Clark. And finally, the oldest person in the room. You see another human. They are dressed in very flowery, very sparkly clothes underneath their robes, like a sequin shirt almost. And they have this long brown hair, and they are just writing in like a very organized manner. You know this to be Efrosyni, the secretary.
How do I spell that?
Efrosyni. I think I'm pronouncing that properly.
Hell yeah.
Ephrosine. Additionally, Mira Marchand, to the regular mainstays of the club, there are, count them, 1, 2, 3 extra people in this room.
Ooh.
One of them, immediately obvious. Two of them you know. And one of them you've seen once before. You see a scrawny, little gray-green orc sitting happily at the end of the table. This is Cormit. You see with her red skin and blue hair, Syndra Sunfire sitting here. She seems to have a leg crossed. Her hair is pulled back, and she looks much more professional than normal, Mira.
I'm so glad she's here.
And additionally, the final person you see here, with a big notebook set out in front of her, and she's like sharpening her pencil, looking quite keen, is a red-skinned tiefling, another one, this one with purple hair, who you had seen in the first year tour that Bowen was giving earlier today.
Okay.
She has sparkles in her eyes. She looks so excited to be here. As you walk in, she like waves at you and goes, "Hi."
Hi.
And Mira, you can take your seat.
Perfect.
As you enter, Bailey Blue will say, so everyone is here. I hope all of you had wonderful winter breaks. I did. I personally, me and my family went on a nice trip. It was wonderful. We don't have time to go over what everyone did, but that's what I did.
Bitch.
First and foremost, I wanted to congratulate Arlie and Bowen on making it to their 5th years. Congratulations to the two of you. And he claps.
Congrats.
And Bowen says, "Oh, thank you." And then Bailey will stop clapping very quickly. And then he will say, and I also wanted to welcome 3 new students to the event planning committee. If you could introduce yourself, just say like your name and what like you're doing at school. And Syndra will clear her throat and say, "Hi, I'm Syndra Sunfire. I am in my 3rd year here, and I am in the enchantment department." And she crosses her fingers in front of her, like a.
I will wave at her.
She will break for a single moment and wave back at you, Mira, and then go back to her very, very professional display. Next, Cormit will go, "Hi, I'm Cormit Windrunner. I'm a 1st year. I think I'm in the evocation department."
Oh no. Uh-oh.
And finally, this purple-haired tiefling will clear her throat and say, "Hi, my name is Whitney Tremors, and I am a 1st-year student here at Wildcliff, and I am studying illusion magic. I'm so excited to be here." And Bailey will go, "Great, wonderful." Okay, anyways, getting on to business, because I know we're all really busy people. We just wanted to get through our yearly elections for all the positions in the club. This should pretty much go easy, just like clockwork. We'll start with communications chair. Everyone in favor of Bowen remaining in the communications chair, aye. And then everyone says aye. The 1st years kind of hesitate. Mira?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Aye, and Bowen will nod their head, and Bailey will go, "Congratulations." And everyone will clap very quickly. Jasic for treasurer again for the 2nd year now. Aye, and then people go aye.
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 Ephrosine for secretary. Once again, she does a fairly good job.
Really good job. Aye.
Everyone
Aye.
ayes.
Aye.
And then Bailey goes, and of course, I will be the only contender for president this year. So everyone in favor.
Actually, Bailey, I'm gonna be running this year.
He stares at you. He stares at you like he wants you.
Pour my
he
eyes
stares
into
at
his
you
soul.
like he wants you dead when you interrupt him. And he goes, "What do you mean, Mira? Because if you run for president, then everyone else will have to run for their positions too, and that would be really inconvenient, wouldn't it?"
Oh, I mean, I imagine most people are probably gonna run unopposed. I mean, they're really great at this, but I had a really good time in the event planning committee last year, and I just want to be more involved. And yeah, I'm gonna be running.
You look around. Bowen is looking at you, shocked, like, oh my God, is it happening? Arlie is very calm and he has a bit of like shock in his eyes, but he's keeping it very well. The 7th year, Ephrosine, just like holds her breath and is like just staring at the wall straight in front of her. The 2 first years are just very confused and like, oh, this probably happens all the time. I think Cormant might actually say that to Whitney Tremors, and he'll lean over and go, I bet this is like an every year kind of thing.
This drama happens every year.
The elf remains grouchy in the corner, and he like rolls his eyes at you. And then the treasurer, Jessica Clark, will nod his head and be like, I mean, it's not a big deal if someone runs against you, Bailey, right?
Oh, shit.
And Bailey, like a robot, turns and looks at him. His mouth agape. He has a look of betrayal in his face. And he'll, what do you mean? And then as he looks back to you, Mira, and as he is about to start to speak up, someone else in the room clears their throat and says, yeah, actually. And you look over to Cinder Sunfire, and she continues and goes, I came here with the kind of same intention because I saw, like, I don't know if you know how much power you have, but it seems to be quite a lot, and you're very useless in your position. And so I thought if I became president of the event planning committee, I could actually do something for a change. And she folds her hands in front of her, looking like a serious businesswoman. And Bailey goes,
hey, that's great. There's 3 of us. I love that.
Yeah, there's 3 of us. That's great, Bailey says. And then he looks down at his papers, and he looks back up and he goes, so you're serious?
Yeah. It's not a big deal. I mean, like, no hard feelings or anything. It's just like a club thing. But yeah. Anyway, I think it could be kind of fun, right? You know, running, campaigning. And I'm saying all this, but I'm staring into his soul.
Yeah. Arlie will laugh a little bit, and he goes, well, if it's more than one person going for event planning committee president, Mira, it's actually a school-wide election. It's not just the club anymore.
Oh, huh.
And Bailey goes,
well, all right,
and
cool.
still knowing that, you want to do it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of fun, right? Like, I feel like the student body isn't really involved in this stuff, right? It's mostly just us. And I don't know, this could get them excited about event planning and see what matters to them, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Bailey's falling apart.
He slaps his thighs.
His face is red.
And he goes, this is fantastic. This is great. This is great. Okay. In that case, let's have the election on Sunday. That way all the students can go out and vote. Everyone on campus gets a vote. That's the way these things work. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Well, and he just stares at the end of the table, like at the first years almost, and they like cower a bit as he just stares down at them, and he goes, we should probably have some sort of public meeting where we talk about what we're gonna do if we're the sorry, I'm like getting things in my
no worries. Why don't we organize one tomorrow evening in the courtyard? We can make out posters for it, make sure everybody comes. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, how about the same place where we had that public
forum
for the vendors?
Sick. So why don't we do it like Wednesday? I think I'm sick. I'm gonna be sick. Yeah, let's do it Wednesday. That sounds great. Ephrosine, I'm sure you can handle it. And he gets up and he speed walks out of the room, Mira, and he just like pauses at the door right behind where you're sitting, and he goes quietly, just so only you can hear it, and goes, you would dare do this to me? You would dare do this to me at my final year at Wildcliff?
I look at him and I say, I'm gonna fucking destroy you, Bailey.
Very
quietly.
Oh my gosh! And he opens the door and rushes away.
This is a declaration of war.
Stomach. And that's where we'll end this episode.
I love this.
Could you give us an outro, please?
Absolutely. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this delicious episode of Trials and Trebuchets. If you did, please leave us a rating or a review on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher app you use. They help us out a lot. They really make us happy. We read every single one. Once again, word of mouth is huge. We don't pay to advertise, and so that's really important to us. Not to mention, if you are interested in seeing maps, fan art, teasers, and other exclusive content, you can check us out on Instagram or Twitter at Trials and Trebs. If you're interested in chatting with us, sharing your feelings on who you're voting for, you can talk to us and other listeners on our Discord server. You can find the link to that in our episode descriptions. And for those of you who want to be a little bit extra generous and give us that extra support, there's a few ways you can do that. The first is Patreon, where you can do many things, one of which is to make a Patreon NPC.
It's true, of which we had many in this
Make
episode.
another
Speaking of
NPC
Patreon
to
NPC.
give another vote that Bailey won't get.
Another NPC is another vote. That's the one we
True.
need to do.
Vote and
Oh
give
my
mercy
God.
to Bailey.
Ephrosyne, thank you to Melly for making them. Second, Jessica Clark, that is Nico. I hope we see more of the wonderful treasurer. Third, Yakamagan, that's Jack. Fourth, if I'm not mistaken, sorry, Alice from the bookstore. Thank you, Leander, for Alice. And Whitney Tremors, thank you, Sarah, for your...
Oh, we have a patron with the same name as me?
Sarah
What?
Zed, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
What the
weird.
hell?
So thanks for Whitney. I'm sure Whitney's a cool character that you made, right?
Yeah, I made her myself.
Oh, that's she's really
gosh.
fun. I hope we get to see
Yeah.
more of her.
Yeah, me too. We also have merch.
Merch.
Wow.
Indeed.
Wow.
Where would we find such a merch?
Trebmerch.com. Trialsandtrebuchets.com.
It's really that easy? You just have to click on the hyperlink? Wow.
Wow.
How crazy.
So easy.
We're surfing on the internet, guys.
We're transmitting this website to your brains right now.
What kind of merch would someone get if they went to trebmerch.com?
Well, there's stickers, which are good and new.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 new ones over there. There's a very cute pet one. Go and look at it. And there's a very cute Keepsy one and a very good snow globe. Support Wildcliff and buy a snow globe for tourism's sake.
This
there's also
message is not advertised by Crow Mercantile.
There's also a Nesca t-shirt that you can grab if you haven't got one yet. And that's
Shirts
it,
are great, by the way.
I guess. Sarah gave up on the outro. Thanks everyone for listening. See you guys next time when Mira continues her campaign to take
of
over this
Terror.
fucking school. Until then,
Yes.
bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.